Welcome to our show today. I understand that you have done an interesting study of people who helped the Continental Army during the American Revolution.
Yes, my interest has been in those who played a role behind the scenes.
That must have been hard to research.
Some were very easy as they left writings, while others were more difficult as they had stories passed down about them.
Can you tell me about the ones that you know are factual first?
Sure, we can start with three men who either helped finance the war or got others to help pay for the war. Robert Morris was a Philadelphian merchant, known as the financier of the Revolution. He helped to borrow money from France and Holland. Samuel Wetherell, a Quaker, was a Philadelphian textile manufacturer who spent part of his fortunes to supply uniforms to the Continental soldiers. Haim Salomon, a Jewish merchant in Philadelphia, helped arrange loans for the new nation.
Wow. Tell me more.
Several others contributed with their businesses or skills. One was a woman named Catherine Smith who operated a boring mill that manufactured gun barrels for the Continental Army. She was from Union County. Another person was Cyrus Bustill. He was a baker who joined the Continental Army to feed hungry troops.
Amazing.
You think that is amazing? Check out William Bradford. In his mid-50s at the start of the American Revolution, he left his newspaper, Pennsylvania Journal, in his son's hand, went into active military service with the Pennsylvania militia. He was made a major, and later promoted to colonel. He saw action at Trenton and Princeton, and at Fort Mifflin.
Any more to tell me about?
I can go on and on. Mary Ludwig, known as Molly Pitcher, followed her husband during the war, and provided the soldiers with water during battles. Another woman, Sarah Back, joined Esther D. Burt Reed's fundraising committee in Philadelphia. The committee organized women to further the Patriot War effort, and, after Reed died, Back took over responsibility for the continued activities of the organization. Under Batch's leadership, the organization was able to raise more than $300,000 for the Continental Army.
Wasn't Sarah related to Ben Franklin?
Yes, she was his daughter.
You have talked about business people. Any medical people who helped?
William Shippen was appointed chief physician in 1776, and, in 1777, later he presented a plan to Congress to organize a hospital department, which was adopted. He was unanimously elected Director General of all the military hospitals for the armies of the United States.
Any politicians?
James Wilson was elected to the Continental Congress, where he went on to specialize in military matters and Indian affairs.
How about Pennsylvanians, who may have supported the British efforts, and shall we say they are infamous?
There were many Tories, or colonists loyal to the crown. Of course, we do not know how accurate the records are about them, but Sandy Flash, James Fitzpatrick, was a colonist who supported the British during the American Revolution. His role is an interesting one for young people to study on their own. Another group would be the Doane Outlaws, brothers from southeastern Pennsylvania who robbed those who supported the Continental Army. The story also goes that they tried to warn the Hessian troops in Trenton about a George Washington crossing the Delaware, but it was ignored.
That can't be true, colonists going against their own.
We do not know. It is up to the students to study the original documents to find out what the truth really is.
Well, our time is up. I appreciate your willingness to share your knowledge with us. Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope this information was helpful.